Savaged Unfiltered.
This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
There we go again. More technical problems. We live in the 21st century.
Savaged Unfiltered.
Not only should we not be supporting them, but we gave $30 billion. Did you know we gave $30 billion this week to them?
Your host, Michael Gardner. Like a Hellcat.
Hey guys, welcome to a very raw cut, very raw cut, Savage Unfiltered. And what I mean by raw cut, guys, is obviously, hopefully, my audio is coming in clear because I am doing this at the most rawest cut on the show. I don't have my freaking mixer. I don't have any of my special equipment from Florida. I was only allowed to bring so much. You know, I didn't want to. I mean, I could bring it on the plane, but I didn't want to pay the extra stuff.
Wait a minute. You don't have your mixer, so you mean you're doing this sober? But I'm bummed.
Oh, yeah. I get the joke. It took a couple seconds, man, but I got the joke. Yeah.
I couldn't resist. And This is Savage Unfiltered live from an undisclosed location. Or are you going to share with the listeners where you are and what you're up to before we get started?
Oh, yeah. Before I get into it, thank you, Joseph. Joseph is very impatient. You know, I was going to get into that, but, you know, he wants to know, and I think the listeners they deserve to know. Guys, I'm doing this, the last two shows, obviously. If you heard my show yesterday, I had my good friend Kathleen on, which she wants to be part of the show more, you know, because she sees what Joseph and Sas does here on the show. So she's like, I want to have my voice on. Hey, whatever. That's you want to be an on-air radio personality, I'll give you the floor, no problem. So if you heard the show yesterday, the audio kind of sucked because obviously I don't have my mixer with me here at the hotel. And I'm doing this, you know, from my tablet. So, you know, you can't really plug in mixers into the tablet. I mean, you can, but it requires certain software. And I didn't want to bring all that on the plane and pay like such a big, fee on that. So, yeah, guys, I am in liberal Milwaukee, Wisconsin, doing a movie shoot here in between, with the second episode here in Milwaukee. So, yeah, Joseph, it's been great, man, here being in Wisconsin.
We now know a movie star.
Well, I'm not there yet. I'm a B-liner, man. I'm not an A-lister yet, so I'm a little B-liner, man. I'm getting into the the movie extras. I'm not like Patrick Swayze or Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but hopefully
we got to start calling you though Mike of all trades, master of none in the Jack of all trades joke.
Yeah. But I can tell you what, Joseph, I am missing my my sunshine from Florida, man. It is bloody cold here, man.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I had a hell of a flight coming in because I got lost, leaving the baggage terminal, and I was supposed to jump on like the monorail, and I went from the domestic side to the international side. I'm like, shit, where the hell is the ground level at? Damn it, man.
Yeah, what airport was it?
It was the Milwaukee, regular Milwaukee International.
Okay. Yeah, I was at Minneapolis, St. Paul. I was never at the Milwaukee one. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you might hear some effects in the background, folks, because I'm actually doing this in the hotel lobby. I was trying to get it in on the top floor, but I'm being on the 15th floor. It's hard to get the reception in, because you're broadcasting in the clouds. You know what I mean?
We already heard one car horn, so
it's the rawest cut. I'm telling you guys.
So,
but
this could be another one of those where you could do a man on the street. you could grab random people from the hotel lobby and ask them their thoughts.
Oh yeah, well, I am surrounded by liberal madness, Joseph. So I don't know if they want to come on to a conservative platform.
Right.
But yeah, the movie's going well. I got some work in this morning. They gave me like a 2.5, 3 hour break, and what's great about it is like the set is literally like a few blocks from the hotel, so it's not too bad. But
well, that's good. Yeah. And are you doing a winter scene? Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. So you're
Yeah.
appropriately dressed. It's not like you're trying to do a bikini scene out in the middle of winter, right? Like
Yeah.
some shoots, they're shooting a lake scene and it's 30 degrees out, trying to act like it's all sunny and hot out.
Oh no, we're filming actually, and like the scene they got me on, we're actually filming in the elements, folks. I mean, freezing my ass off. I'm not really, keen to this weather. I was born in it, Joseph. Don't get me wrong, man. I'm from Queens, New York, so it's like I was born in this, but I haven't been up there in such a long time.
Right.
So.
I was going to say that. You've been away from it. You've reacclimated to a Southerner.
Yeah. I mean, my blood's been thinned out already, since living in the Sunshine State. So, but yeah, we're filming a couple scenes, on a rooftop. Got that done, and then I don't know. They said something with like sewers or something. So I hope I don't have to go down there. But
Michael Gardner as Mike Rowe.
Oh God!
Jobs, right?
God, yeah, they're gonna turn me
in the sewer.
Yeah, they're gonna turn me into like a Ninja Turtle or something, man. I mean, right. But yeah, I'm having a blast, guys. This is the last day, and then tomorrow morning, I just have to go in there and just kind of check in, and then like for some like financial wise, and then after that, I'm pretty much done.
Savaged, unfiltered.
Fly out tomorrow night back to Orlando, and we'll be back to a regular lineup, back to my equipment that I'm missing dearly, and then Wednesday's show, guys, you'll probably hear a lot more clear audio, but I do apologize. So,
well, I know one thing. If I do ever sign a movie deal for Terror Strikes coming soon to a city near you, the writer will have to say Michael Gardner must play Martin.
Oh, I got to play that. That's the main character, ain't it?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Joseph's got me on the main role. I mean, I would just take like a supporting actor, Joseph, not the main.
Well, yeah, we'll make you one of the terrorists then, huh?
Oh God. Well, you got to put Sauce in there. Sauce got to be like like a Russian spy or something, because that would fit in.
There you go. Right, we could make Sauce a Russian agent and discuss the fake Russian collusion thing. Yeah.
I'm already giving Joseph the script already to his movie. Jeez, I could be the main actor, the producer, and the director all in one. I could play like a Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson does that shit where he's like the main actor, the fucking producer, and the director.
He had a movie out this year that many didn't hear about called crap. Now I'm drawing a blank on the name, but it's about he plays a shock jock, and it's a really different role and a very, very different movie with a good twist at the end. I wish I could remember the name of it. Let me go to Google. What?
Oh God, this reminds me of as you're doing, Joseph.
Last movie.
Yeah, as you're doing this, Joseph, this actually reminds me of the episode I did with Sauce with the fishing trip. Like we were doing like a digital tour, and Sauce was. I'm like, he's like, "Where are you staying at?" I'm like, "Hold on, Sauce. Let me go back to Google Maps." And of
course, Google isn't helping. it's not showing his last movie. It's showing a lot of older ones.
Probably. Yeah, they won't give you the newest stuff. I don't think. It depends on how Google is. You know.
Yeah. But anyway, you can, just look up Mel Gibson on IMDb. That's where I should have looked for him. And look up Mel Gibson's movies because it's great. I mean, I really liked the movie. It was really different for him. I've always been a fan of his, despite his issues. But who in Hollywood doesn't have issues, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I couldn't agree. Before we get the show started, Joseph, I got some good news, man. Remember our good friend of the show, Pedro Orta? I think you were on an episode with him a long time ago.
Don't recall.
The former CIA agent?
No, I was not on that one. And the Gibson movie's called On the Line. Yeah, no, I don't remember. I would have remembered that, I would think.
Yeah, that's right. I had Tommy on that. I didn't have you on that for some strange reason. Tommy wanted to come on that, and Tommy Nation was really literally yelling at Pedro like, this is a former agent, and look at him. He's a MAGA guy. I'm like, he can wear it whatever hat he wants to wear, Tommy.
Right. Why wouldn't he be? If he's pro-America, he would be a MAGA guy.
No, Tommy was getting upset because he thought he was in between guy. So yeah, he was getting a little upset. So yeah,
Tommy Nation is young and still got a lot to learn. He didn't know who Saul Alinsky is. He doesn't know who Cloward and
Fried Bankman? Bankfried? Anyway, that little Sideshow Bob guy is literally, he's up to his ass in federal indictments. And he's the biggest Silicon Valley donor of Joe Biden. So Biden's masters, his little symbiotes, his compatriots, they're all head deep in corruption. And it's all leading back to Ukraine, bro. Gotta help me find out about that. I need to find out more. Let's see if we can make Joe Biden's presidency go 3 years instead of 4. This guy is really pissing me off. Union busting, crime bill writing, marijuana ignoring, bitch ass Dixiecrat. Almost makes me want Trump back. But then I realized that Trump would, even if he got the presidency back, he'd lose it really fast. He'd get on the phone, ask for 11,000 votes, tell somebody they look like a dog.
And their policies. So he's coming around, though. He's coming around, but we don't want to talk about Tommy Nation too much because he might be joining us on Wednesday because he wants to. Yeah. And speaking of Pedro, I haven't got the confirmation yet, guys, but Pedro might be one of the 4th guests that we have on Wednesday's show. We're gonna have a huge show on Wednesday, Joseph. So. Oh, the green room's gonna be crowded. I better get there early before all the M&Ms are gone.
Oh, yeah. We got Kathleen, we got Pedro, we got Tommy, and then we have a woman that's coming on that she wants to talk about her marketing, which is doing wonders, I'm told. So it's going to be a very, very open forum type of show. We're going to be getting into a whole bunch of different topics. So
yeah, well, there's a problem, though. I can't be on with Kathleen. I thought we were doing the Adam Carolla Man show.
Oh.
What's with having a woman on now? I'm kidding, people. People, relax. I'm kidding.
Oh, by the way, if you hear a horn blowing, it's on the other side of the street here at the hotel. Don't worry, guys. I am in a liberal city, so somebody's probably getting bugged or, robbed or something. So no worries. Please.
At least you're not in Chicago. We would have to be praying for your safety for sure.
Yeah, well, I definitely have to do what Sas says and wear a bulletproof vest.
Yep. Body armor, head to toe.
Yeah, you ain't lying, Joseph. But I want to get into this latest topic, guys. It was hitting the newspapers here in the local news in Florida a couple days ago, which obviously I can recap on a little bit of it, but I can't recap of latest, because obviously I don't have any fucking newspaper here from Florida or in Milwaukee. So Joseph, the latest law. I don't know if you've seen it on the news up there. If any media outlets have been covering it, but DeSantis literally making a law now into sex crimes here. A very severe law now in place.
Yes, and I have seen it reported, and I've certainly commented on it across social media at J. Leonard Detroit. Yes, I mean, it's about time somebody somewhere is finally pushing back against this pornography and pedophilia and grooming of children. Yeah, I remember saying that they may charge and try to take away the liquor license. The latest place they had it right because it was at a bar, and if you allowed children in, then hey, you violated the law. It needed to be adults only. Although kids technically and during certain hours, depending on the state, can be allowed in a bar. I mean, because they can drink a pop, obviously. But
well, one of the bars that you're referencing, Joseph, happened to be literally on the outskirts, still part of Disney property. That's the bar that you're referring to. I don't recall the bar. It had like one of those weird names, but I know the bar was on the outskirts, but still part of Disney property. So,
despite Iger saying they're going to be less woke and more middle of the road, that's a load of bull. He's immediately still engaging in left-wing propaganda politics. So I'm glad DeSantis stuck it to Disney with taking away the tax and the special status, and they should not restore it.
Well, part of Disney in that lawsuit that DeSantis is literally battling with, Disney wants DeSantis in the state of Florida to continue the funding towards their property and everything else. And DeSantis says, hey, listen, you bought that property back in the 60s when you were developing Disney.
Yep.
So that's all you. We're not going to fund something that's now a private entity.
It made sense back then to help create an attraction for Florida that would then give sales tax revenue back to the state. But now they are a multi-billion, if not trillion-dollar corporation now.
Well, Joseph, get this. Part of the lawsuit here, and we're going to get back to the main topic we're talking about, folks, but I want to close it out here with this whole Disney thing. Part of that lawsuit, Joseph, they wanted DeSantis to literally basically have his state continue taking taxpayers' money that goes to the parks, and then also the tolls too, because folks, if you're not aware of Disney is in the area of Kissimmee, which is a little south of Orlando, which makes up a section called Lake Buena Vista. Now, Lake Buena Vista in Kissimmee has about 3 tolls on that road that goes through Disney property. Now, Disney says, well, our property is on these toll roads, so how come the state cannot continue the funding? Well, DeSantis literally stripped that off as of like 2 weeks ago. So those tolls are basically no longer there, or if they are still there, they're basically being removed as we speak. So that way, Disney doesn't have a loophole of getting taxpayer money into their company.
Well, if that's the case, then Disney needs to be forced to maintain those roads. As long as the state of Florida or federal money pays for those roads, those tolls should stay, and Disney has no say. I just pulled a Dr. Seuss rhyme.
I think Joseph just did that. But, I want to get back to the topic here. Joseph and I are known to go off topic sometimes, but it's okay. That's sad. That's where we're unscripted. That's obviously, you know, that we're not reading off of a script. So here's the thing, Joseph. Let's talk about this these crimes here in Florida that DeSantis just basically passed. And now, if you're caught committing this, you could be. I mean, you have to serve I guess the max penalty for the state of Florida. You know.
Yep. Yeah. Again, we've said this in other episodes, and probably bears repeating. I think most people don't give a rat's patootie what you want to do in the privacy of your own home. But once you take that to the street and start peddling the manure on children, then all bets are off. We have always protected those under 18. Certain extra laws apply. Like here in Michigan now, not only did they legalize pedophilia by the Sexual Freedom Act that the idiots passed this last election, that eliminates the statutory rape laws. So now teachers, a 40, 50-year-old male predator can now induce and try to coerce sex out of your 13-year-old daughter, or even lower of an age, with no consequence.
Yep. Yeah. And basically, you know, people are going after DeSantis, saying that this is immoral. How is it immoral? He's protecting children against, like, what we discussed many months ago on this show with the groomer crap. Yeah. I mean, there's now an open invitation, investigation. There we go. I don't know why I said invitation.
Well,
investigation. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like everything with the left. We've discussed this before. Twisting the language. Up is down. In is out. Good is bad. Trying to corrupt the term of morals for their immoral behavior. It has always been moral to protect children from predators, whether they be sexual or of any other kind. Part of the fabric of humanity, not just the U.S. law.
Well, Joseph, there's an open investigation. I was trying to get into that. Yeah. With now DeSantis now wanting to investigate what Joseph mentioned earlier in the show with these drag shows. There was a bar I just mentioned earlier in the episode that was literally on the outskirts, but still part of Disney property that's in that investigation. He also wants to investigate any drag show that may have some type of minor presence in there, meaning that if there's drag shows. So what I'm saying is DeSantis literally is now investigating these drag shows. I can care less if there's drag shows out there, but what I do care about, Joseph, is that there's children going into these shows. What the hell are they doing? I mean, we talked about this many months ago with Tommy Nation with the whole Dallas thing.
I can't understand that. Also, I can't understand how kids can't even look at a drag queen. Are drag queens giant dicks? Are they giant private parts? They're not just not appropriate for kids dressed up like women. See, I'm trying to figure that out, bro. Because if I can't figure that shit out, I get mad. And I don't want to be mad at my brothers and sisters and countrymen. I want to understand why you guys think the way you do.
With Pedro, Pedro was on that show. We had a whole event on the Texas drag show. I believe Joseph kind of recapped off that about maybe a couple weeks later, and now we're back to the same scenario again.
That was one of the things. The pedophilia, slippery slope to pedophilia, we always warned was coming. It's one of the things Tommy Nation finally red-pilled over. We warned you it was coming, and I was just on SM, and that's social media, not the other thing, perverts.
Yeah.
You know me, gotta throw a joke in. discussing these kind of things. And they've taken out Dr. Seuss and Aesop's fables, and they want the pedophilia, grooming, porn books in our schools and our libraries in the children's sections, while at the same time keeping Kirk Cameron's Christian book out of many. And I was on social media discussing that. It depends on the library, of course. Some libraries are okay. The ones where the purple-haired freaks are running the show, it's a lefty loon agenda. And I've even run into that with terror strikes coming soon to a city near you. Libraries not wanting to carry it because it's a pro-America message, and it calls out fascocrats as bad as foreign terrorists trying to destroy us from within. And they've banned, like, To Kill a Mockingbird, which is about violence and anti-racism, and Huck Finn, and replaced it with CRT and drag queen story hour porn, pedophilia, garbage.
Well, did you hear now that Joe Biden is actually making attack remarks against DeSantis for all this, and DeSantis, pretty much protected children here in Florida. Like I don't understand. Like, why would Joe do that? Like,
well, because Joe is a fake Catholic. I've said that before. I am a real Catholic, and protecting children is a Christian value. And Biden is not Christian. Neither is Pelosi. She's also a fake Catholic. And we had further proof of their fake Christianity again today. Only Italy and Germany sent a delegation to the Benedict, former Pope Benedict's internment. That's not the right word, but
I get what you're saying. Yeah, but you mentioned a good point. With their fake narratives, folks. There is a very rare video that the Democrats are trying to bury and trying to have the what the hell is it? The rest of the party to take away.
It sounds like you're at NASCAR now. What?
Oh, well, no. The lobby. No, the lobby is like right next to this parking garage here.
Yeah, it sounds like a souped-up Mustang or Corvette zooming by there.
It's like I said, it's the lobby's right next to the parking garage. So you probably hear a lot of the parking garage and all that. But no, what I'm saying is that there's a video that's surfacing right now on the web that the Democrats are trying to bury. Well, Joe Biden, I mean, this video goes back to like probably the 80s, maybe mid 80s, late 80s, just the way Joe Biden looks, which, folks, I will put that on my social media for people to see, so you don't think I'm making this shit up. It's a video that the Democrats are trying to squash, Joseph, but they can't because a lot of people have posted it. And I'll plug it into the show here with Joe Biden, literally stating stuff about traditional marriage and about LGBT.
The world's going to Hades in a handbasket. We are desperately concerned about the circumstance relating to avian flu. We don't have enough vaccines. We don't have enough police officers. And we're going to debate the next 3 weeks, I'm told, gay marriage, a flag amendment, and God only knows what else. I can't believe the American people can't see through this. We already have a law, the Defense of Marriage Act, where we've all voted, not where I voted and others said, look, marriage is between a man and a woman, and states must respect that. Nobody's violated that law. There's been no challenge to that law. Why do we need a constitutional amendment? Marriage is between a man and a woman. What's the game going on here?
And you know what's funny, Joseph? You know what's funny? That he was all different about LGBT and the rainbow community and all this back then, but now all of a sudden he's somewhat a little bit on a different scale with it.
Remember, Obama campaigned on traditional marriage. He didn't support gay marriage when he ran in 2008.
Yeah.
Either, of course, lied, which is probably the case, or succumbed to the left-wing slippery slope that we keep warning you people about. How the hell have you people not woke up and taken the red pill yet? But yeah, false narratives, lies, nothing but lies. And if you go to thelibertybeacon.com this Saturday, I've got a post coming out about George Santos. This is a bit of an aside. You know, the guy, the Republican in New York that lied his way into office, and the left is all absurd. I say we should nominate him for president because, you know, he lies as well as Joe Biden does. So they should have, instead of a presidential debate, they could have a lie-off, and we could award the presidency to the best liar of the two.
Most likely. But, you know, we're going to close it up here in about another, about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Like I said, guys, a quick episode. I want to throw something in there. You know, I usually don't like leaving Joseph hanging because he's always on board on Mondays and Wednesdays. But I had to make an exception today, you know, in between my movie shoot and all that. But Joseph, what do you think's going to happen, you know, with the outcome of this new law now in Florida? Do you think other states are going to join it, or do you think they're not going to bother?
I think like Kristi Noem in South Dakota may have the cojones, even though she physically lacks them, to do it next. And then maybe another couple non-rhinos, actual conservatives, might in other red state legislatures try to put forth such. It would never fly in Michigan right now, of course, but let's hope.
Oh God, no!
I have great hope for Kristi Noem. They in South Dakota, at her urging, passed only women in women's sports legislation in South Dakota. So she's going that route. She's the only other real conservative constitutionalist. I think she's first and foremost, because like I've said, you know, I'm about facts and truth. I like DeSantis, but he did shut down the state for a while. He did have a mask mandate. No matter how much he tried to pretend otherwise.
I think every conservative followed that COVID timeline. You know, when it first came out, no one really knew how to work around it. You know,
not Kristi Noem. Kristi Noem had a 100% free state 100% of the time.
Joseph, that was the only free state then.
Yep, it was. That's why I'm high on her. And if she runs, she's actually my first choice rather than Trump.
Yeah, Joseph said he's high on Kristi Noem. That's your high, huh, Joseph?
Yeah. And she's not bad to look at either.
No.
Would say, as they say on the Greg Gutfeld show, right?
Oh God, yeah, right. Yeah, they'd be like, "Oh, you're a male, you're a sexist. You come on, stop that." There's people don't know how to joke around anymore, Joseph. That's the problem.
I know, but seriously though, the left is always about identity politics. So if we're going to continue down this road about we've got to have a woman president, who will be the first female president? It needs to be Kristi Noem, who is the Margaret Thatcher of America.
Well, you make a good point. I do agree with Joseph on that, with Kristi Noem. Yeah, I could see that.
That's why I'd like to see a Trump-Noem ticket. And I know there's a lot of people saying, well, why can't we have a Trump-DeSantis ticket?
Because you can't.
Because of the Constitution, they can't be from the same state. That's why Dick Cheney had to move from Texas to Wyoming to be G.W. Bush's VP.
Well, you know, Joseph, we've mentioned this like once or twice before. It shows like that political conflict of interest. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And, you know, and it's part of the checks and balances and states' rights. And having both from the same state, even if it wouldn't be corrupt, it has the smell of potential corruption. And as they say, you should always avoid even the appearance of impropriety, let alone any impropriety.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Joseph, buddy, I know this is a quick one for you and me, and we normally like talking an hour. But, guys, I wanted to throw this episode in. I wanted to touch the DeSantis thing, a little bit of what we're going to be discussing this week on the show. I know Wednesday we're going to have a really good guest lineup. Good friend of mine, Kathleen, joining the panel, as well as a woman that deals in marketing. She wants to get into why it's important to do online marketing, which, online marketing seems to be the domination, on the internet today. And we're going to get into that, and we're going to possibly have our good friend Pedro Orta on there. So you'll want to check that out. Hopefully. I'm not promising, hopefully.
We don't have MeUndies sponsoring today?
I have to check.
I still haven't got my promo sample, but...
I have to check because it's random. They come in when they want to. It's the greatness about Spotify. They see Spotify plugs them in when they want to plug them in. I don't have the opportunity to do that like I used to.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And you mistook the other day that McHenry Corporation.
Oh yeah, I got to Google, guys. I was all excited. Yeah, Joseph.
McHenry Consulting, not McHenry Press, my publisher, right?
Joseph, I was excited about that because I actually thought that they were on there, and I'm like, wow, this is great. And then Joseph's like, you might want to double check that. I double checked it. It's actually a consulting group in Orlando.
Yeah, and before we go, I thought of one last joke to end us on.
Yeah.
I am pro dragster, as in racing, not pro. I'm anti-drag queen. God,
Joseph, you scared me. Yeah, you scared me there for a minute. God, I thought Joseph's back in the day we used to call it, are you going in the closet or are you coming out?
My ex-father-in-law used to own a dragster, and we used to go and see him race. So that was fun. Yeah, I'm pro dragster, anti-drag queen.
Oh wow! What kind of car did he have?
It was literally one of those, dragsters with big, huge rear wheel tires. And with the ones on the front, they look like a missile.
Yeah, they were popular in Daytona like years and years ago. Yeah. They used to race those damn things on the beach.
Where you're not actually racing. It's a strip run from start to finish, and you have to try to guess your time, and whoever's closest to their actual finish time to the time they predicted they would do actually wins that heat.
Oh wow. Yeah. Guys, I'm going to give a quick update here, and then I'll let Joseph give his update on his second book. Joseph has a second book. Guys, the update on the book, original launch date was supposed to be the 30th of last year in December. Obviously, it's been delayed, so the new launch date will be the 4th due to a publisher that I've been working with. It was a delay in the printing process. So
the 4th of January, not the 4th of July.
Michael Gardner, Unfiltered.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, thank you, Joseph, for that quick joke. But it's the 4th of January, which is.
Although the 4th of July would be appropriate, given your title. Remind us of the title.
Yeah, it's the political. Yeah, thank you, Joseph. Yeah, for those who are not aware of the book, it's political. Where's my head at? America's Political Warfare. I don't remember my own book. Guys, I've been running all over the place with the movie set, with the hotel here, and it's just all over the place. So the new book coming out on the 4th will be America's Political Warfare, Our Modern Civil War, and that is available in paperback only, guys. So it's going to be available on softcover, on Amazon.com, Walmart, Target, Books A Million, Barnes & Nobles. Yep. So on the 4th of January, you can receive your copy, $14.95. A week after its release date, which we're going to shoot around like the 11th or 12th, we're going to throw some promo codes in. on the social media account here of Savage and Unfiltered, give you like 10 or 15% off to save you a little money. So.
Yep. Yeah, and as for mine, you can go to Amazon.com, of course, to buy both a copy of Terror Strikes Coming Soon to a City Near You, or better yet, buy an autographed copy direct from me at terrorstrikes.info/buy. And my other book, How to Write a Book and Get It Published, Hints, Tips, and Techniques, was supposed to come out December 15th. Like yours, it got delayed. It came out on December 29th. It's only on Amazon right now. There's a couple, due to the holidays and everything, there'll be another week or two delayed before it's available everywhere else.
Yeah, good stuff, guys. You want to check out Joseph's social account. I know on Instagram and YouTube he posted just a little video. It was like around maybe a 3 or 4 minute video with his second.
2 minutes 6 seconds.
Oh yeah, Joseph gives the precise time. I thought it was like around 4 or 6 minutes, but yeah, just a short little video of his second book coming out. And to be nice to Joseph, we threw another video in on mine to promote his second book, and got the nice little Savage graphics there. And I do apologize, Joseph. It made it look like it was a murder scene, with the blood. But I thought it was a nice little cameo with the first book, So.
Yeah, I'm at J. Leonard Detroit, and there's no Owen Leonard. It looks like Leonard, but it's J. Leonard Detroit on Instagram and most social media platforms at J. Leonard Detroit.
Yeah, well, you heard it, guys, from Joseph and myself. Guys, I got to get going. They just emailed me. I got about another 45 minutes to get over on the set, finish it up.
Yeah,
and
you got to make yourself all pretty before you go.
Well, yeah. My character is not like the greatest looking guy in the world, but I gotta go down in a fucking sewer now, guys. So wish me luck. Anyway, guys.
You're gonna need a shower when you come back.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be coming through the hotel looking like a hobo or something.
You might get challenged by security, right? No homeless in here, buddy.
Well, yeah, I am staying at a Hilton here in downtown, so Anyway, guys.
Love you, brother. Take care.
Alrighty, take it easy. Remember, guys, keep it savage, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Take it easy.